Preamble. Welcome to the... roll the theme.
Roll the theme. Preamble. I want to make sure there's enough preamble so that we can address the preamble.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there was some preamble last week. Well, there wasn't preamble
There
last
wasn't
week.
preamble. Yeah.
There wasn't. It was just absolute nothingness.
Yeah.
And then your face, I think.
Hi.
So, yeah, we're here. So, yeah, there wasn't enough. Stop eating that cream egg.
Why
Sorry,
got a cream egg?
there's a rogue cream egg. Oh, no, it's batteries. She's licking the spare batteries.
Oh.
That's a weird.
Great.
Start off the new year with a shock.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's 2021. It is 2021.
It is.
Yeah.
We've rolled over to a new year. And everyone's like, oh, this year's going to be different. Are you sure?
Time's passed.
Last year was terrible, so this year will definitely be better.
Corona will give up on New Year's Eve because we're using all the fireworks.
Time's up, Corona.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'll go home.
I've run out of time.
Yeah.
Game over, man. Game over.
Yeah. So everyone's trying to be positive.
Yeah. Stop being positive and start, I don't know, vacuuming. Start living in a vacuum inside your vacuum. This is episode 222. We're on YouTube. And something I forget to keep... Yeah, we're on YouTube. If you're just listening, you can see our faces and send us hate mail. If you want to send us that hate mail, it's wisdom@pullingteethpodcast.com. Send your articles, send your suggestions, send your whatever. We've gotten a lot of... Would you like to join our podcast network emails recently?
Have we?
Yeah, I think it's because I vaguely
podcast?
looked a little... Sorry?
Have you heard our podcast?
Yeah.
Or are you just messaging
spamming
into the ether?
Yeah, I think it's because I changed the way we do SoundCloud a little bit.
All right.
In terms of how the tags are done, so we're a bit more easily discoverable if someone searches for podcast.
Oh, that's good.
So they've probably just searched for podcast and emailed everybody.
Yeah.
And been like sending that over. But yeah, there was one that wanted us to be part of a 9,000 member podcast group.
Oh yeah, we'll get found in that.
Yeah. Like I'm not against podcast groups at all. I just don't think, like as you say, I don't think they've listened to our show, and because like most podcasts are Christians apparently, and then like educational, and then like historical.
I'm all about podcast groups
TV.
if they're sort of focused and targeted. Like it makes sense if you're like if you're doing like a Nerdist kind of thing. Where it's like, well, we just kind of these are people that we like that talk about geek culture, like that makes sense. But the problem that we've got is the same problem we've always had, is that we don't really slot in anywhere.
Yeah, well, we're not even that much of an anomaly. I think we just we don't make extra efforts to be
configurable,
current modern. What?
Yeah,
big wall.
Configurable.
Yeah. Yeah, it's more just like these are literally the conversations we would be having anyway. So record it and see if it stands the test of time.
Yeah.
So you have good. You haven't spoken since Christmas, really. You have a good Christmas.
Did
you lay out your potpourri?
Yeah, I don't know what that message was about, but
for potpourri's Christmassy in it, I don't know, little weird leaves of cinnamon or whatever the fuck.
It's just spiced outdoors in a
have
bowl.
That for Christmas.
Dead petals, dead
Christmassy?
pine cones.
Yeah,
I don't know. Like Vix always buys like Christmassy scented candles and shit like that. So it's like wild berry and cinnamon and
mulberry.
Wild berry, I don't know. They're always red.
Not that tamed berry.
Covered in holly.
Too tame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those candles that are just too big for one wick. So we got 2 wicks and you have to light us twice. All right.
We're going to make it a bit more effort needed to fucking deal with us.
We've got one that's got 4. It's like, just have a fire.
Just set fire to your kitchen. I don't know. Set fire to your duvet and leave it alone.
It's a church candle. Leave it in the church.
It's weird. I like the idea of candles, but I can't bring myself to light one.
I've got one now because it does have like a nice scent to it, like a musky kind of thing. It's good, but
musk.
I
want a musk.
Yeah,
more musk, please. Fair enough.
Yeah,
I used to do the whole oils thing, hot oils, and like in like a weird sombrero metal thing.
Yeah, you put water in it, and then you put the oil in it, and it evaporates. Yeah,
I used to do that, and then I kind of got bored of it.
Yeah, I don't know. I do like some of the scented stuff. It's just I just never think to do it myself. Like, just I don't care if the house just smells like house.
Well, what's violet? Is that a flower?
Yes, and a colour.
Yeah.
And a sweet.
Thanks. Yeah. The purple violets or Berber violets, whatever they are. It's like you eat them and like, what the fuck is this taste? Apparently it's a flower, right? The scent's a flower.
Parma
I guess
violet.
the food's a flower.
That was a sweet, innit? Parma violet. I hate them. Don't like them.
Some people love them.
I
It's
don't
the
get it.
Marmite of the sugary crystal world.
I don't understand it. Like, why would you just buy refreshers if that's what you want?
Yeah, but it's weird. Like, it's like the reverse refresher, isn't it? It's the droughter.
Because it's the only colour that there isn't in refreshers, and we're gonna make it taste like a colour. What?
Yeah. But yeah, so you had your scents out, you had your wicks out.
Yeah.
And
Trees still
baubles,
up.
Snow globes.
Plenty of baubles. Yeah. Yeah. No, it's been nice. It's definitely better than last year. But last year, like, it was pretty easy to top last year. Just to make sure everyone's still alive come 1st of January.
You visit family and stuff?
Yeah.
Maine.
So, like, not as easy, not as much time as we usually would because of restrictions and all that. But
didn't go bowling.
No, didn't go bowling.
Christmas bowling.
No. Didn't do that.
I nearly stayed up here because like we made preparations that I would just remain in Stoke for Christmas. Because like different tier restrictions and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then there is a loophole for support bubbles that technically made it okay, but like it was still a weird Christmas.
Yeah.
Like I think it would have been funny to stay up here, but like probably somewhat soul destroying. I've never had a Christmas in Stoke. Like after, I don't know, how many of you had? Like 33? Like, I don't want to start down that
All of
road.
them. That's the thing. I've never been away for a Christmas. Ever.
Yeah.
That's a weird thing.
Yeah, I think it was instilled from us that if our families ever did go abroad for Christmas, we'd be left alone in New York or something. I think that's like ingrained from childhood.
Yeah.
You have to spend Christmas... There was some massive tree in New York somewhere, probably like Times Square or something.
Yeah.
That's where
And you'll
things
get together, hang out with Joe Pesci.
Yeah, chill out. Throw bricks at people. It was good old time.
Yeah.
But I had pretty normal Christmas. Had a haircut, watched Terminator.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of thing. It was good. Then came back up, and then
some films.
New Year's I forgot about. I think I forgot you were, I think, scheduled to record on New Year's Eve, and I was like, New Year's Eve, what's the... Oh shit, are we podcasting in like 5 minutes?
Yeah.
I was like, like, I don't know, another time? Sure.
New Year's Eve. Yeah.
Yeah. You said you were out and about.
Out and about.
You were up to bowling?
Well, no, just a stupid... like, obeying restrictions, which is sort of like walking from house to house, saying hello from 20 feet away, and then going back home again. But
what? Was it like you were like instead of going around friends' houses for drinks, you just went and like stood in their drive for a bit, kind of thing?
Well, no, there was we are within a bubble with some of Vix's family, so like we hung around with them for a couple of hours and then came home and watched Jules Holland because that's the thing.
Wasn't he like virtual this year or something?
It was weird.
Was there a joke about something?
They were all kind of socially distanced from each other. And it was kind of a clip show. It was odd.
He had to be like 12 feet away from his piano.
Well, he was. That's the thing. Like there was, anytime he talked to someone, it was between him. There was him, and then his piano, and then the person, and it kind of made sense because it's like, well, it can't be closer. There's a piano there. But then that's how you fill the gap. So that's how you make it not weird. It's like, oh, of course he's 2 meters away because there's 2 meters of piano there.
So what's Jules Holland on? Is that BBC?
BBC Two. Yeah.
Ah.
And then apparently Paddy McGuinness did something on ITV that was crap. And then
I haven't done telly for so long.
No, Jules Holland is just, that's New Year's Eve as far like if you're going to sit and watch TV, you put Jules Holland on. Like, and I think there's other channels like the ITV that are vying to kind of get that slot and make Paddy McGuinness a tradition, which is like it's just not going to happen.
But, like, isn't Jules Holland just like a jazz pianist, isn't he, with a band or something?
Yeah.
And is it like Jonathan Ross style, just have guests on and talk?
Yeah, so usually
Rollerblade.
The whole audience is sitting around on tables, and they're all made up of like celebrities and who are slowly getting more and more pissed throughout the night, and he'll go and talk to them in various states of disrepair. And then like there'll be acts on throughout the night, all singing and performing live, and they're usually like just really good musicians and people that you haven't necessarily heard of, but some that are big but doing something different, like a singer from, I don't know,
cabaret.
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
thing.
yeah. And it that's the thing, that's it. It's like a big kind of, it's a big song and dance. Like it's actually an entertaining night of musicians that you wouldn't necessarily think of doing things that are entertaining.
Fair enough. So, did you enjoy it?
Sure.
Watching it? Sure.
Yeah. No, it was weird this year.
Holland.
It was weird this year because there wasn't a lot he could do, because like because everyone that was there had to be within that bubble or what the fuck ever. So a lot of it was a bit of a clip show.
That's fair enough. A clip of the drummer, then a clip of the guitar.
Here's a repeat of last year's New Year. Great.
It's going to be similar but very different at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I even had some cider. I had some.
Yeah, you said you were going to drink
cider
this year. Just like get it on your own. Happy New Year.
Was I?
You did like either last week or the week before. You like, I think I'm going to have a drink this year. Like,
oh yeah, for Christmas, because we're gonna do like a big wine thing, as a family. But yeah, like no, I had some whiskey and stuff and cider on New Year's Eve, and instead it just instantly sent me to sleep. So I guess I'm just old, middle age now. Just like, it's like 8 p.m.
So
go to bed, wake up.
Do you sleep through New Year then?
Yeah. To be fair, I can't remember the last time I've done a New Year's thing. To be fair,
no. Some
just
people like we always do something, but like. To be honest, I quite liked the obligation of like, oh no, we have to stay at home. Like the whole, even over the whole Christmas period, like it was nice to have kind of a quiet December compared to usual. It usually just fills up and you just can't move for shit to do. But then
that's obviously your own fault, isn't it? Like, it fills up because you go to social obligations.
It fills up.
It's different because you detest your wife. And
it fills up. It fills up because you say yes to everything, but also because you kind of want to say yes to everything, because there's people coming home like back to the area for the first time in ages that you haven't seen, and it's like it's nice to catch up, and there is this weird feeling of like, I have to see everybody before Christmas because otherwise it's next year and I haven't seen them again. Like,
So it was good to tell those people to go fuck themselves.
Yeah, it's good to be like, sorry, can't, tier 12 or whatever.
Just tears everywhere.
Yeah.
Just tears everywhere.
Yeah.
But so nothing really eventful my side. Yeah, quiet New Year's. Some vague New Year's resolutions, but as we said before the call, like, can't remember making any last year. But vaguely, there's mentions of it.
Yeah, I made one last year, and it was no fags in 2020, no cigarettes in 2020, just to clear up any confusion about that term. And it was I stuck to it for the first. It's the first time I've stuck to a resolution in God knows how long. So
was it absolute zero?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. 100%. Absolutely nothing.
Nice.
From 24th of December last year. So like,
that's good.
Yeah.
What's your plans for next year?
Well,
this year.
I was trying to figure out like what made that work, and I think it's just that it was specific. It's like there's only one thing to this. It wasn't vague. It wasn't like do better at something. You know what I mean? Like it was very. It had a very specific aim. And I was trying to think if there's something I could do around a way that I want to improve myself, or a habit that I want to get into that could be that specific. And I'm not certain. Like I'm not sure. I think something I'd like to do this year that I've been saying for many years is to get back on the habit of doing music regularly. And I started a project like 5 weeks ago on Instagram that I haven't talked about at all, because I have this bad habit of like, once I've explained it and talked about it to people, I stop doing it. So I hadn't mentioned it, but I feel like I'm kind of on a roll with it now.
But that's a weird thing, because like I think there's a lot of people who have that, and it's usually because once you've declared officially that you're doing something, then you are able to officially fail.
Yeah.
So like while there's like a part of a thing that you don't like it when other people get motivated and start moving on with their lives and stuff like that from like the previous guitar stuff, that like it feels like if you're doing something privately, then it feels like, you don't have to bother with anything. It's like, oh, I'm going to do it and see how it goes. But then as soon as you declare it officially, then it becomes like, well, now fucking my grandma might say something that she saw it on Facebook last month, and what have you done since then? Becomes a bit more official. So maybe that's get yourself into a strong place before you declare to the world.
But but that's going well. So I think it is just going to be that my resolution is probably just going to be to carry on committing to that. So it's essentially.
What is your Instagram project?
It's essentially doing a verse of a song I've never played every week, and like recording it and putting it up. So it was breaking down the whole kind of like, well, it can be difficult to learn a whole song. It's like, well, fine, don't just do a verse. You can do that.
Do a line, do a word.
There's absolutely no reason why you can't do that, and you don't have to put a fuckload of production behind it. You don't have to make it this massive chore. Just a verse of a song that you haven't done before every week. That's it, and it has been working. Like I've been doing it for like 5 weeks now, and it has pulled me in 6 weeks, and it has pulled me into the habit of regular playing without even trying.
Nice.
Like
so it's making it a bit more of a smaller, more manageable project. Instead of learning a whole song with licks and stuff.
Exactly. And everything, the whole part of practice and enjoyment and everything comes along with it. You find yourself gradually getting better because you are playing a lot more. And it's like, I'll do a verse for the performance, but then privately, I like the song, so I'm learning the whole song. So it's like it does all kind of add up to something, and it is building a repertoire, and it is making me better. So I think I'm just going to keep it simple and just and stick to that. That's probably my resolution.
Yeah, just any way to keep yourself doing what you enjoy doing.
Yeah.
And fighting against the part of you that doesn't want to do that.
Yeah.
It is always funny. It's just the things that you actually enjoy doing. There's part of you that just wants to know.
Yeah.
For no real logical reason other than just like, ugh.
Yeah, and I
don't want to pick up a guitar. Don't want to, I don't know, pick up a glove.
Yeah,
black gloves, boxing gloves.
I think people are really quick to be like, oh, well, it's obviously self-sabotage. It's like, no, I think that's a really cliche way of thinking about it. I don't think people are trying to sabotage themselves, like, most of the time with shit like that. I think everybody just experiences a certain amount of resistance to doing anything. Like, even if you've got a list of shit that you want to do, you can still end up sitting on the sofa all day. It's not because you were sabotaging yourself. Like,
well, if it wasn't you that was doing that, who else?
No, I don't. But
I guess. But the octopuses.
But
right?
I mean, like, sabotage. It's there's a massive amount of intent behind that word. Of like, you meant to ruin your day. Like, I didn't. I just didn't try not to.
Yeah, I guess it's that side of like other people. It's the subconscious doing that. Like, oh, I'm going to go to the gym. Oh, I've had a drink, so now I can't.
Yeah.
You know, it's that weird. Your second personality under the surface is trying to maneuver you into sitting on the couch and watching Dido music videos. So,
yeah.
Is she dead? Dido?
No, Dido.
No?
D-I-D-E-A-D. Deado.
Dead? I think she's dead. Maybe
No,
she's dead.
She's not dead. No, I think she just made a fuckload of money from that one song that Eminem did, and then was just like, that's enough. And she
made a song called Thank You.
Thank You. And something about ships. I can't remember what it was. White flag.
Boats.
Yeah.
Dido. Maybe she's alive.
Yeah.
We got a bunch of bits of news pieces this week that while we were away over the Christmas period, Santa and his helpers had to make a quick getaway after being pelted with stones while collecting for a charity in Grantham, which is in Lincolnshire.
Fuck off!
Go away! Fucking Santa Claus and his elves. Fuck off! Collecting for fuck off! The man in red was lending his support to the local Lions charity. I guess that,
Stop feeding the lions!
Yeah. Maybe it's a football team, but it's probably a local lion group. On Thursday night when he came under attack. One hit Santa, but luckily he's okay, Vice President of the Lions said. Well, what's the Pride think about this? It must be a football club, but please, just be a Vice President Lion. When Santa and his volunteers came under attack, they decided to leave the area to ensure everyone's safety. Mr. Levick, Vice President of Lions, said the charity's volunteers had been on the road for 2 weeks prior to the incident and had pulled out all the stops to get Santa out and about this year due to COVID. What made it even more disappointing was when they had to leave before a large crowd who had gathered had a chance to see Santa. It was a shame. So there was like a big group round the bend, and then a bit further ahead there was just people throwing stones at Santa. And Santa had to retreat.
Fall back!
Oh my god, there's so much pain. Elves with massive bruises walking around. Yeah, there's a weird Santa that went around Stoke, I think, a while ago.
Yeah.
When we were at uni, there was a Santa that came around outside our street, and I thought it was weird as fuck.
Yeah, I think we talked about this before.
Probably a big thing for kids, isn't it?
It's the Rotary Club that do that.
It's the Rowboat Club, isn't it? I think we've had this conversation
We
before.
had this conversation last week. Yeah, it's the Rotary Club. Yeah.
And I still think it's a rowing club. I learn on this show.
There was that. There was a story of the. So I can't remember if I told it on here or if I just heard it elsewhere. I can't remember, but there was one done by the Rotary Club, and the Santa was just like flying down streets at like 30 miles an hour, just waving because they were like, "Sorry, can't stop. Santa's clutch is broken."
Drive by Christmas. But yeah, I remember it being a big deal to see Santa. I think.
Yeah.
How did not supermarket, but like shopping centre Santas work? They gave you a present, right?
Yeah.
Did they give you the present? Like, it was included in the entrance fee to see Santa?
Yeah. Well, they weren't just giving shit away.
No, but like, did the parents give them the thing to give to the kids?
No. So they normally had, here's a big basket of girls' shit, and here's a big basket of boys' shit. And if it's a girl, you give them something from the girls' shit. If it's a boy, you give them something from the boys' shit. Normally like a car or a bit of Lego or something.
I've encountered more and more of. I guess it's weird because, like, I think we probably. Well, no, I don't know, but like all the controversy around genders and trans stuff, I'm seeing so much more of it as like the usual thing of like if you say anything, they launch into a massive argument about it.
Yeah,
it's like whoa. This was a new thing a while ago. Obviously there was a new thing a long time ago, but like people reacting to it in this weird negative way was like, I don't know, 6 months ago, and now it's like you're late to the hate game. You may be filled with hate, but you're not very on time. Like you belong back in the 6 months ago. There's a lot more of that. It seemed there's. Yeah, just like with like supermarket people, it's like chat. It's like, is that a boy or a girl? Like I don't know. Oh, if it's God. Not a lot of words in that made sense, but it's just something weird that I've noticed recently. Having conversations with people and they suddenly exploding with weird conversations that seem to have been had a long time ago.
It's better off if you just don't talk to them anymore. Just let them scream into the moon. Like it doesn't really matter.
I think like there was a thing about Frankie Boyle and Ricky Gervais over Christmas. I think
Was there?
I've seen bits, but like they've had a bit of a feud for a while. And I think in one of Frankie's more recent specials, he ridiculed Ricky Gervais for making for joking about transsexuals or transgenderism. And he's like, I think the line Frankie Boyle said, "I just think that those people should be given the same respect that he gives to dogs." I think that's a decent request because Ricky Gervais is a big RSPCA Twitter person tweeting about the Chinese dog eating festival or whatever. Yeah. So he's very much against that, but then he starts ridiculing trans rights and stuff like that. So it's like they've had a feud for a while, but apparently something else happened over Christmas. And it just feels like, for me, it just feels like this is a stupid argument that happened a long time ago. Yeah. It doesn't even feel like it's necessarily a new thing anymore. Like when it first came into the more public spotlight, like the more talk show spotlight, then maybe that was like a time for people to be surprised and weirded out.
No, it's just become a thing for people to kind of plant their flag in. Like it's a signal for kind of everything that you believe. If like, and it's again, it's the thing that we were talking about a while ago, where it's just like the world is just slowly eliminating nuance. It's like you have to have if you believe this and you say you believe this, then it's actually a sign that you also believe all of this. So it's just a weird. And the trans rights got grouped into that. That's why Rogan always gets shit on for trans rights stuff, because he's like, I don't think if his whole thing was the UFC shit. Not the UFC, but just the MMA stuff. And it's like, if you actually listen to that argument, it's like, it makes sense. He's not even against men and women fighting. He's against women fighting men not knowing they're a man.
Yeah.
Or were a man.
Knowing that they've got that genetic history.
Yeah.
Put it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, but then again, it's so weird because I think you and I, we probably... I'm interested if something is meant to be crazy. Like, so if I heard that Joe Rogan hates trans people, I'd be like, well, I'd like to hear that. I'd like to listen to that and see what it's like.
Yeah.
But so many other people, they just form their opinions without ever listening to the original content.
No.
And it's just like, well, that's fine. But it just comes down to high school. What's cool? Are you cool? I mean, do you like... I don't know, do you like Wayne's World? Yeah. Oh, well, do you like Cars? Oh, if you like Cars, you're not cool. Even if you do like Wayne's World, you don't like Cars, you can't be in that group. No, play for you. We're going to go play five-a-side. Or Bunkers. What was it? 52 Bunker. I think you called it something else. It's like hide and seek, but with an objective.
I like Manhunt.
To return. Manhunt. Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a Bunker, 52 Bunker was like, hide and seek, but once you've hidden, you've got to return to a specific point without being caught. Yeah,
so Manhunt is one person's on, everybody's trying to get to a certain point. If you get caught on your way to there by the guy that's on, you join him. And it eventually ends to just all of you after the one person that's left. It's fun.
It's a good way to make fake friends, right? You're like, I'm alone. I've caught someone. Now you're my friend, right?
Yeah. That's the rules.
Come around my house and let's play Legos.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we're playing Manhunt.
Don't want it. Yeah. No, you're my friend now. It's official. Elsewhere, over the Christmas period, a gang tried to steal a 16-year-old boy's bag after ramming him and his girlfriend with a bike and spitting on them. Horrible crime, but for some reason I can't think of spitting as a tactic. Obviously, it is with everything that's going on, right? But, like, if you were planning a siege of a building, you wouldn't designate who spits first, right?
No.
Then you haven't got acid spit, like you're not superhuman,
regular
whatever.
Spit. Has everybody got your water?
Make sure you're well hydrated, because if you're not hydrated enough, this is all going to go to shit. The victims were in Newcastle town centre when a group of teenagers made up of 2 boys and 3 girls turned nasty. At one point, they tried to make the young couple take off their shoes and forced them to hand over a bag. How do you force somebody to take off their own shoes? You can force someone's shoes off them, right? I get that. You can take their shoes off them. But, like, forcing somebody to take off their own shoes.
I mean... Yeah, no, like...
Knife point, maybe?
Yeah. I mean, maybe... You could... If someone spat on you enough...
You take your shoes off to be polite.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. It must have been something that I've said. Am I wearing my shoes indoors? Are we indoors? No. But maybe if I take my shoes off, you'll be a bit more agreeable.
Yeah.
Maybe. Could work. But yeah, I've never hit someone with a bike before. The ordeal only came to an end... Yeah. Just rammed them with a bike. I feel like the person being rammed would win. Right?
Well, yeah, the other person would fall off,
tried to run over me with a bike.
Yeah.
I'd destroy you.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Stupid gangs. The ordeal only came to an end when a member of staff at McDonald's allowed the pair to take shelter inside. So what? The staff member was watching and been like, nah, I'm not going to let them in.
Yeah.
No, they're getting hit with a bike. They've been spat on a lot. Corona. I don't know. And then
come, behind the windows.
Get into the self-isolation McDonald's toilets or whatever it is.
We've got anti-bac.
Yeah, and a Big Mac. comes with a side of spit. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, we've been spitting in burgers for years at McDonald's.
Yeah.
We understand.
Here, take
Come
this
in.
sanitizer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take this, I don't know, McNugget. Elsewhere, over the New Year period, a Staffordshire man got drunk and legally changed his name to Celine Dion. That's it. I'm Celine Dion.
I've had enough of this life as Dave. Where's it gotten me?
I don't even know any Celine Dion song. Did she do the Titanic song?
Yeah.
Was that Celine Dion?
Yeah.
And that was what I Will Always Love You?
No, that was Whitney Houston. She died in a bath.
Yeah.
Celine Dion was oh my God, what is that awful song?
Yeah. On Top of the World. Something like that.
Oh,
That was Leonardo DiCaprio.
yeah. King of the world.
But yeah, now there's two Celine Dions. Thomas Dodd said he had too much to drink while watching the Canadian singer's concert over Christmas, and days later paid £89 to take her name. So it's, from that phrase, it doesn't sound like he's a big fan. He was just watching her concert and then was like, "Fuck it, I'll be Celine Dion."
Yeah. It's just one of those conversations. You're like, how much do you reckon it costs to change your name? Oh, I don't know. There's probably loads in it. Let's find out. Yeah. £89. £89
I'll be Celine Dion
for any
£89.
name.
The 30-year-old from Clifton Campville near Tamworth said, "I'm slightly obsessed with her, I'm not going to lie." So he is a big fan, kind of makes sense. During the lockdown, I've been watching lots of live concerts on the TV. I can only think I've been watching one of hers and had a great idea after a few drinks. So it kind of feels like he didn't remember he didn't remember becoming Celine Dion.
Yeah.
And he just got letters in the post.
Everybody's woken up with somebody else. Have you ever woken up as somebody else?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a bit of fun, isn't it? I'd agree with that. That's a funny tragedy, I think.
Yeah.
If you just wake up and you're no longer who you think you are.
My heart will go on.
yourself.
That's the Celine Dion. That's the Titanic song.
My heart will go on.
Yeah.
Oh, my heart will go on.
Yeah.
I don't remember
That's
that.
the one.
That's the one.
Bang on.
Oh,
Yeah.
have you watched any of No More Jockeys, by the way? A YouTube
No.
show?
No.
It's Alex Horn, which is was from Taskmaster.
Oh, yeah.
It's just him, Tim Key, and Mark Watson just doing like a parlor game, which is you say a name of some famous person of some regard, and then you add a new rule, such as no more footballers. And then they go to the next person and they've got to name another person, and the rules just keep on growing.
Right.
But it's a really good example of good Zoom chemistry, I think.
Yeah.
As in, like, they're all like three comedians, so it's like they've been friends for years and stuff like that. So it's a nice little dynamic. But yeah, it's a funny parlor game show, and it's entertaining. It's good. So if anyone wants to see what Zoom is capable of, I think that's a good example.
Yeah.
As opposed to, I don't know, slideshows.
Have a look. I've been watching people play board games online.
Have you?
Yeah.
Rook 5. The Queen's Gambit was.
I was watching somebody play Uno. It was actually pretty good. I'd never played Uno.
No, isn't Uno just like Crazy Eights?
Yeah,
something like that.
Crazy
isn't it?
Eights, but with some of the rules taken out, because the guy that made it was sick of people arguing over the rules of Crazy Eights, so he made a game called Uno, which is like Crazy Eights, but it's my game and I say how it works.
One. Only one way to play this game.
Yeah, we got mad back into board games over Christmas. I guess it's just we're both at home. What can we do? Because we'd actually not done any over lockdown, surprisingly, but then Christmas hit and it's like, there's actually like 4 or 5 here that we never played. What can we play with 2 of us? And like just got mad back into board games again.
Nice.
Yeah,
something to do in it.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. Yeah. Sorry, carry on.
That's right. In Stoke, an ice cream man has credited fruity ice lollies with saving his life after coronavirus left him at death's door. So this is an ice cream man who thought his ice cream saved him from coronavirus. Grandad Kevin Sheldon was so ill he was unable to eat or drink, as he struggled with every breath while lying at home for hours on end in Bucknell for 3 weeks.
Okay.
Instead, his devoted wife, Tracy, rummaged around in the freezer for leftover ice lollies, which she would lovingly feed him around the clock. How do you lovingly feed someone a rocket lollipop?
Ugh.
Like, you can't lovingly... I've never been fed by someone,
Well,
for years.
I suppose it depends. You could sort of melt it
ice.
off and grind it into slush.
And then make like porridge.
Yeah.
Like cold winter porridge.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, like a slush puppy. Yeah.
Maybe. I could understand that, making some weird kind of ice milkshake. The 1 pound sugar-filled brain freezer treats were enough to give Kevin the strength to keep on fighting COVID-19. Okay. I could understand that when you're sick. An ice lolly is a good,
it's like,
easily eatable, sugar-filled, cold, cool, refreshing.
It's like you and your lemonade.
Yeah. But like just something, like I don't necessarily want to drink hot things all the time when I'm sick.
No.
Sometimes you just want something cool if you got like, I don't know, tonsillitis or something.
Yeah.
The 59-year-old's health then took a turn for the worst when he developed blood clots on his lungs and legs.
Oh.
All those ice lollies. As he was rushed to Royal Stoke University Hospital, Kevin's loved ones feared they would never see him again, as he already suffers with COPD. I don't know what that is. Do you know what that is?
No.
COPD. Probably something bad, right? Probably something bad. But with the expertise of medics... This is what made me laugh. And lollies. Kevin is hoping to be back in the NHS rainbow liveried van.
No idea.
Rainbow liveried van before long. I guess his ice cream truck's got a rainbow and an NHS thing on it. That's what I guess. But it's just, like, again, how much society just shits on intelligent, helpful people of society.
Don't thank me and my years of medical degrees and
it was your 1 pound brain freezer ice lolly that's now on sale.
Yeah.
during January.
Thank your Calippo.
Yeah, mate, a Calippo is the bomb.
Calippos are banging.
Yeah. I'm back. I'm heavily addicted to sugar again. I go through peaks and troughs. I think Christmas was just like it wasn't even a big blowout, but just like the sugar cravings have kind of gone up. Well, fucking Calippo is a smasher.
I'd planned on having like a pretty decent Christmas, and then the gyms closed, and then they didn't reopen again. And now I'm fucked. So like I do need to get back on that train, but I've got no gym to go to now.
Yeah. But the world could be, there's a swing near where you live, right? If I can go on a swing for a bit.
Yeah.
La la la. Good for your heart, good for your knees, right? Probably.
Yeah. I don't know. Like what is tier 4? Are we allowed outside?
Yeah, apparently tier 4 is the same as well, let me just preface this by saying I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But apparently tier 4 is the same as tier 3, it's just more contagious. So tier 4 can't go into a neighbouring county that's tier 3 because you'll spread the more spreadable disease.
Yeah.
Something like that.
But like I booked all my gym sessions for this week, and now my phone keeps telling me every day, like, the gym's in 10 minutes. It's like, it's not though.
Empty that dishwasher and do those press ups.
Yeah. So I just need to be more responsible and like with what I'm eating now. But it's that thing of like Christmas. I know you probably don't have it, but like we generally end up with a house full of shit every Christmas. Like when I say shit, I mean like nice things that people have bought us that taste very nice but are horrible for you.
Oh yeah, I don't have anything like that.
No,
nobody gives me anything.
Yeah.
I just.
And you feel like an obligation to be like, okay, well, look, we'll eat all this stuff, and then we'll be fine, as opposed to just take it to a food bank or something.
Yeah, I'll just burn it, put it on a barbecue. It's like, I've never barbecued a lasagna
Twix.
before.
Yeah,
good old big Twix.
Yeah.
People are getting you.
Yeah, do you have
I bet you could give someone fire as a gift. I bet there's a way to package that. That would be brilliant. If you could give someone a gift that looks normal and they open up and it's on fire.
You could.
I've just described a bomb. Why don't we give people a bomb for Christmas? It's like a normal, like a shoebox, and you unwrap it and you open it up and there's just a fire inside. You'd be like, oh, it's so cool.
There will be something that you can do that with, where you open it up and it ignites.
But it's got to be like completely hidden. You can't. It's got to be a total surprise that you've bought me fire. one of the best elements, mate. I mean, what more do you want?
Yeah. I tried wrapping water, but it's just,
you went everywhere. Yeah, that's my life goal, is to get someone the gift of fire.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll put that on my bucket list. I want to give somebody something on fire.
Yeah.
And that would be great. I've always wanted to be in one of those set yourself on fire suits.
Yeah. They
That's
cover them in like
well.
a weird jelly stuff, don't they?
Yeah, like a weird foil kind of reflective suit.
Yeah.
But I want to like deliver something to someone's door on fire. I think that'd be great.
Hello.
Hand someone their post. That would be brilliant. That would be brilliant.
The onus is on them to answer the door pretty quickly, though. Oh, they're not in.
Yeah.
Just burn to death on their driveway.
Well, you fireproof suit, innit? But, you know, I think that'd be great. That's what I think of whenever there's somebody, or I'd like to be able to do when someone asks me, like, what have you been up to? And then I tilt my head to the right in like a scrub style.
Yeah.
And then I remember earlier that week I delivered somebody's post was on fire. like you know, you get those Amazon like a delivery they're not in, so they give you the note next door.
Yeah.
You go around to your neighbours on fire. Your shampoo's arrived, I think.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. Prime got really quick.
Your magnifying glasses arrived. Fucking set me ablaze.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
More fire. That's my resolution for 2021 is more fire.
More fire. Not
more fire
improve
in
my
all
health.
forms.
Not try and get
fire.
back on track. Like just
Fire.
fire.
I've lost sensation in one of my fingers, but fire.
Oh.
It's probably nothing to worry about, but yeah, one of my fingers has gone slightly numb. It's gone a little bit black, but it's fine. Hasn't gone black, but genuinely, I'll document all my weird. I still haven't gotten this. Extremities pain when opening doors and carrying bags. I'm still on waiting lists.
It's probably stop eating so much sugar, right? That's
I've done
probably
that,
it.
to no avail.
But how long? For how long for?
6 months.
6.
It's been like, yeah. It's
No,
been
how long
still
did you stop with the sugar for?
About 6 months.
Did you?
It's been nearly a year. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, there's just no. It goes bad and better, but it's usually the cold at the moment. The cold makes it bad.
Oh.
But I got tested, and it wasn't arthritis at the time. Anyway, so no idea.
Strange.
But yeah, so yeah, more fire. Fuck, if I lose my fingers, I can still light fire with your feet, right?
Sure.
I'm on a waiting list. We'll see if I get to sort it out. But yeah, fire. That's my 2021 resolution.
Good stuff.
More fire in all forms. And that's me this week.
Oh.
So if you have got coronavirus, try eating ice lollies from Kevin Sheldon, and he'll that'll help. That and the doctors and medical stuff.
I never had the fruit pastels ice lollies, but they did look good.
Nah, they've got a weird shell problem.
Shell?
Yeah, because like there's a frozen shell around each of the layers. So really, like the purple isn't purple all the way through. It's a purple shell followed by yellow lies.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just. But I've never been a big on the fruit pastels.
No,
it's not really a big thing. Mars ice cream, if you're going to go that way.
I do.
Great.
Mars and Snickers,
Fab all the way.
Both great. Fab, I haven't had. I'm a sucker for an ice cream sandwich.
Knobbly. Yeah, same, but there's just not that many good ones.
No.
About.
Just the Oreo ones.
Twister. Twister's a good ice lolly for me. I think I've They're a staple. That and the Calippos.
Twisters are great for you as well. Like, well, not they're great for you, but like they're I think there's like 80 calories or something in a Twister. Like there's pretty much nothing to them, and all the sugar in it is sweeteners or something. So like they tend to, they're not as heavy as the others.
Well, maybe if he had Twisters, he wouldn't need all those medical experts.
Maybe, yeah, they could learn.
But yeah, just shit on the doctors.
Yeah.
Well, if it wasn't for these lollies, doctor's like, medicine. I mean, did that not help? No. Okay. Fine. Yeah. But yeah, that's me.
All right. A few from me. Home Depot in America have recalled over 190,000 ceiling fans due to a fault causing the blades to detach at high speeds.
There's a country, there is a country in the world who has a cultural tradition of never having sleeping fans on while they're asleep.
Oh, is
ceiling fans above them.
It's like China or something, isn't it?
It's like, or Korea maybe, or Japan, something like that. And well, they knew something we didn't, right? Because loads of people are getting attacked by ceiling fans.
Yeah. It's like, what's the last thing you'd want a ceiling fan to do? Fall apart, probably.
Escape itself and invade
in
you?
shards. Like, just... They've had people complaining that it's hitting them in the face and that it's like... It's like...
I've been hit in the face by my fan.
Yeah, but like destroying their belongings as well. Like, I can't even leave the room for 5 minutes and my fan is just trashing the place.
Yeah, smashing up all my vases, my vases.
Yeah.
Yeah, does it spin? Like in the testing phase, does it spin? Yeah, it spins for a little bit. How long does it spin for? Does it spin long enough for the warranty to expire? I don't know. We'll find out.
Does it matter?
Yeah. Does it attack people? Yes. Even better.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Weirdly, it was like they were like, oh, it's only the matte black ones that are doing it. Like the nickel and the white ones, they're fine. But the ones that were painted this colour,
the ones that absorb the sun, more, and after China's built one, maybe it's turning everything matte black haywire.
Did we look any more into that? I want to know about this sun.
They turned it on. It's real.
That's all we know.
I made up. Yeah. All the matte black devices of the world are on an uprising now that we've got a new sun, a new divine, a new divinity.
I've just filled a room with matte black stuff. Like everything in this room is matte black now.
Just sleep with one eye open, mate. Maybe that's why you're not wanting to go to sleep.
Yeah.
My fireplace is going to get me.
In other news,
did you hear you're not meant to use your stove anymore?
Why?
Do you use a fire stove, don't you?
Yeah.
I don't know, something about pollution.
It's.
I mean, who gives a shit? But,
it depends what county you're in, as far as I'm aware.
What county you're in?
Yeah, because I know, like,
on the direction of the wind,
or even like what town you're in. Like the next town over to us isn't allowed them anymore, or something. But I think ours is still okay. But I'm not sure if it's something that's come down from like number 10 or if it's a county thing.
Apparently, this is Brighton has been told to stop doing it. Apparently, because of coronavirus.
What?
I guess because of coronavirus, more people are indoors at home, so they're using their stoves more. Maybe
stay inside, but be cold.
Yeah. Shivering helps.
Yeah.
Turn off all your heating.
Oh no, piss off.
Counts more than a third of the UK's emissions of PM 2.5. Okay.
What does that mean?
So yeah, I think it's just like pollution. More people are indoors, not going to work, so they've got the heating.
We don't have to be, but you've told us that we have to be, so fuck off.
Yeah. Just push that bar a little bit further and further and further. Stop burning wood. Why? Just stop it. You're killing the earth. But the earth is killing us. They started it.
I just want to go to the gym.
Yeah, I don't want. I just want to lift up iron bits.
There's no fires at the gym. A Colombian man has been detained in Barcelona after attempting to smuggle £34,000 worth of cocaine into the country under his toupee.
We've covered this.
Have we?
Have you seen the photo?
No.
Yeah, there's a photo of him at the fucking witness thing with the 6 foot, 5 foot thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not like well hidden. It's like you've got cocaine under that toupee. Still, times are tough. Work's going. There's less work about.
Like, I understand, like, just a little baggie or something. Like, maybe you get away with that. Like, just tuck it in, sorted. But
yeah, it was literally like a £2 brick as well. Just like, well. Okay.
They won't. Well, they wouldn't be rude. They wouldn't be so rude as to ask me to remove my hair. Yeah, they would.
Yeah, but it's not like the machines are shy and don't want to look at your hairpiece. Like, they're going to look at everything and be like, "There's cocaine under that hair." Yeah, but still, ingenious ways. Why not?
A man from North Dakota has been arrested after kicking down the door of his ex-co-worker after they did not respond to his Facebook friend request.
They must be in danger. To be fair, I respect that. To be fair, I think there's a lot of life that I've decided. If I'm given a task, I'd like to add the extra question of, and what emotion should I use to combat this problem? Should I use urgency, anger, sadness?
It's a wheel, and every answer is just anger. And just there's one rage.
And then there's like the odd violence. Get down the door, Jesus Christ! Although, again, I can't fault it. Really, you got.
No, but you're looking at it as like an Arnie situation where it's like they must be in danger. He said he threatened his ex-co-worker's life and warned him that he was going to come at him if he did not accept his Facebook friend request. Accept my friend request, or I'm going to murder you. He wrote in a message.
But then the guy called his bluff, right? You've got to make it. You got to go through with your threats, right?
Yeah.
Maybe the guy didn't think he was serious, but I think he felt he was pretty
very
serious after his door was kicked in.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe, or I'm going to murder you and your family.
Oh, I'll do it. He's serious. Like, subscribe. Tell me every week.
There must have been a moment of like, because after making that threat, it's not a gentle, I forgot to add that guy on Facebook.
Yeah.
Like, he must have been seething with rage and like hand shaking and send. And then he's just watching his phone. Just like, he's going to reply any minute now. Any minute he's not, is he? Right! I'm going. I know where he lives. I thought that's another life goal. I should put down my bucket list stuff. Being on fire. Also, kick down someone's front door. I think that'd be great.
Yeah.
I don't know whether it'd be possible, but it would be great.
Yeah.
No, fuck that. I know it would be possible. I just might need a sledgehammer.
Yeah.
Right. I'm pretty sure I could get into your front door if I wanted to.
The problem with ours is that there's a bush like 3 feet in front of it, so you can't get a proper run up.
I can in a car. Just proper smash down a door. That would feel great.
Yeah.
It's another great thing to do. Why not mix the two? Be on fire. Oh, mate, do that for Halloween. Proper scare some folk. Set yourself on fire and smash their front door in.
I'm going to go as Ghost Rider.
I'm going to go as the final scene from The Wicker Man. Oh. Killing me won't bring back your goddamn honey. What's going on? He's a big Nicolas Cage fan. He wasn't a big fan of the original, but
yeah, he's all about authenticity. It's method, very method.
Yeah. I got shown a film over Christmas.
Yeah.
Midsummer. Have you seen that?
Don't think so.
It's to be honest, it is just The Wicker Man, really. is what it felt like to me, but I haven't seen them for a long time. But yeah, it's like a Swedish cult brings over Americans to enjoy the festival, and the festival turns out to be very Wicker Man-ish. But the weird thing is YouTube people have gone mental over it, saying it's amazing and it's really deep and it's got all these incredible images. And I looked at it, I was like, well, no and no, maybe. Like, I'd be interested to see what you think, because obviously, like, this is the kind of thing that we did at high school and, you know, a little bit in university. It feels like a first year uni student doing their first, you know, review of something and trying to make it deep.
Right.
And it's just really weird seeing the next wave of people trying to do it, I think. Because they're not necessarily wrong. It's just, you go like, I don't see what you see. They're like, oh, this is really genuine and new. They've set fire to people. It's like, yeah, well, people have been set fire to before. Nick wants to be set fire. This isn't exactly a new thing. But yeah, it's Midsummer. It's quite apparently people really liked it. I thought it was good characters in it, good funny characters, so it was worth a watch. Yeah. But yeah, in terms of a horror, I'm not sure.
All right.
Not sure. So I'd be interested to see what you think.
I might have a look. Yeah.
Maybe. Put it on your list.
Yeah. And finally, Yuri Tolochko, the bodybuilder who married his sex doll, faces heartbreak as she goes in for repairs.
Why is he heartbroken that she's going to be fixed?
Well, it's because
then she'll want a better life.
Because he's going to be without her at Christmas.
Oh, I won't be sat around the fire with my sex doll.
Yeah, we covered him a while ago because it was a big deal about him getting married to a sex doll. He had a whole photo shoot with her and everything. It was weird. He says she is broken. Now she is being repaired. She's in another city. When she recovers, it will be a gift for us both.
Both of them?
Yeah.
She gets to live and I get to fuck it. It's a gift for both.
That's the thing, man. Like, they went into more detail about the relationship and it kind of just reveals weird shit about him.
Who does the cooking?
Yeah.
I don't want to ridicule, because I that kind of stuff fascinates me, because that's human psychology, isn't it? I reckon there's definitely a human trait that makes you start to create relationships with inanimate objects.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all like, you know, probably lots of religion has kind of got elements of, is people seeing idols and associating experiences and interpretations with those idols or things or superstitions or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So, like, I can imagine just, you know, well, yeah. It's weird. I don't like calling it weird, because I reckon everybody probably does it on some level. It's just this guy's fucking it, and that's what makes it different to society.
It's just the way but there's some things that crop up and they never go into like more detail on it. So, for example, he first met her at a nightclub.
They can't tell you about the sentience of this sex doll. This is placed around. Maybe it was being sold in a nightclub. Maybe that could work.
Maybe, but she, like, if you see pictures of her, like, it looks like a high-end, like, sex doll. I can't imagine it just being sold in like a kiosk.
In a coat room.
Yeah, do you want a burger or a Coke or a sex doll? Yeah.
She's lovely.
Describing their relationship, Yuri said, "In general, I began to be jealous of Margot. Margot is her name, I'm guessing. After the wedding, I decided to show her to less people. I forbade her from Instagram."
Again, I don't want to ridicule. I don't, because I think it's a human thing. But, like, yeah, just having that conversation with the doll would have been fascinating to see.
Yeah.
No more Instagram for you. Don't do it. I'll take it away.
Maybe I'm being too selfish, but that's the beauty of Margot. I can do this to her, and she won't mind.
She barely ever complains to any of the local authorities. It's great.
Yeah. Fucking. There is. Do what you want, but.
Yeah. But what is that?
Put him on a list.
But what is that, like, creep? Because that's creepiness, right? So what is creepiness? I guess it's what is it? It's people don't want that to be part of the social gene pool. If someone's creepy, there's always an element of reproduction involved in terms of they want to have sex and people don't want them to have sex.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like people want to sterilize them. You know what I mean? It's like that. Yeah, your energy doesn't fit in with our society. So it's like, no. I bet that's what it is. And then, just taking joy in taking joy in your partner not complaining. In different contexts, that can make sense, but this feels like no. He's doing things so terrible to this doll. He expected it to gain a soul and complain. And he's actually quite overjoyed that it hasn't.
Yeah, I mean, what would you have? This is opening up the floor in a way that I didn't want to. But what would you have to do to your partner in order to send her for repairs?
Yeah, I guess. It depends. What are you trying to repair? Her not telling anybody what you did voice box?
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's broken. She might start telling the truth.
Yeah.
Or, I guess.
Is it that parts
like
just wore out?
Damage.
Or is it that her neck's broken for some reason?
Her head's come off. I thought it was a plus at first, but it started to get a little bit...
It's weird. Well, you can't be married to a head.
And again, like the manufacturing plant or the blacksmith that had to repair her. Like, that's your job of like, I fucked this and it's broke. Like, okay.
Yeah.
I'll fix it for you, sir. Yeah. I guess.
Yeah.
Just throw it away and make a new one, I guess.
But like,
did you see Whitney Cummings' stand-up?
The one with the no.
With the robot.
No.
I was quite. I remember. I need to watch it again.
Is it Can I Touch It or something?
I can't remember.
It's called Can I
it was a
Touch
Netflix special where she had a sex robot built based off of her, and sales of that robot apparently went very high. Yeah, because like she allowed them to start selling her image,
use her likeness.
Yeah, but it's just I remember it being quite an interesting and genuine like analysis of sex doll stuff.
Okay.
So yeah, should give that another watch. But that was a good. It's nice when stand-up reveals truths, looks into things. Yeah,
that one's been on the list. We watched Fortune Feimsters last night, which was pretty good. Yeah, it was all right. It was a bit of a slow burner for me, but there were some good moments in it. Yeah,
I like her as a guest. I think she's quite good.
Yeah,
I like the long form talking, but I didn't quite get into her stand-up. But it's worth another jab, I think, another look at.
Yeah.
So, bodybuilding sex dolls started wanting escape and... did you hear North Korea isn't allowing... It's more difficult to defect from North Korea now because of coronavirus restrictions.
Oh. Because countries just send them back?
Because there's, more checkpoints to check for people with corona. And there's more people patrolling the streets to stop people going outside because of corona.
I mean...
I think...
I thought North Korea would be pretty safe. Of all places.
You would expect so, right? Because not that much immigration.
Well, the only one that could introduce it would be Kim, right?
Maybe.
He's the only one that leaves.
If you give a dictator any excuse to lock down his population, they're probably going to do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, fun times with Santa getting pelted with stones and sex dolls wanting to escape. It's always good.
Yeah.
Another good week.
Into another God knows how long of fucking restrictions we go. Happy New Year.
Yeah, apparently I saw a notification. It's apparently going to get tougher.
Yeah, I saw that this morning, and then they were like, "Well, we already can't go anywhere." What?
Don't go anywhere again. Okay.
All right.
The only thing I can think is, which makes sense, but it's a bit more of a apocalyptic Judge Dredd thing, is of them just delivering food to your door. Like, these are your food packages. Stay at home.
I guess
that's the only level up I can think of is because you at the moment you can only go out to get food. So,
well, you can
medical stuff.
You can go out to work if you can't work from home, which is what I'm doing because like I can't work from home. So like if you want me to stay here all the time, like the only option is that you pay me because I'm not going to.
You got a drone,
right?
Can you just fly your drone from home to wherever you need to go?
The range isn't that far.
Steve's here. This feels weird, droning around a playground.
Yeah. Yeah. And everyone's saying, "Oh, they should close the schools." I noticed it's all the teachers saying that, which is nice of them because they still get paid while all the parents have to stay home and look after the kids. Maybe,
but I reckon their motive is more just like, well, yeah, we're just surrounded by coronavirus now at schools. If they're at school teaching kids,
I guess. Haven't there been multiple things of like kids don't actually pass it, or it's very low transmission rate between kids?
I don't know, but I'd be surprised if teachers wanted more time off. But then I guess
I don't think they want time off. I'm sure like they are saying it for genuine reasons and whatever, and that's absolutely fine. I totally understand if they are worried or fearful or whatever, but you have to kind of draw a line somewhere, and if half the country's already not working, you're going to make the other half not work, and then we don't have any money or any way to look after the people who actually need looking after.
There'll be no bakeries and therefore no scones or scones.
Correct.
If there's no bakers.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you could send kids into labour, right? Just get them working.
Yes, send them back down the mines. Get it done.
Chimneys.
Yeah. But then you're sending them around all people's houses. So, like, what's your argument now?
Just get them to dig. Just, like, in your gardens, just start digging.
Yeah.
And then an answer will be down there somewhere, right?
Yeah.
If your kids just dig for a couple of months, something's going to fix.
Yeah. Just isolate all the kids with the teachers. There you go. Problem solved.
Wasn't that what's that Nazi film with singing in the fields of Switzerland or something?
Is it? Oh, I'm gonna get this wrong. Is it Gone with the Wind?
All around the world.
Gone with or The Sound of Music.
Sound of Music.
Sound of Music. I get the two confused.
Isn't that The Sound of Music? Just send your kids to some teacher, and then the Nazis come.
And then the Nazis came. Yeah.
I think this is a genuine memory, and I think it's a genuine fact. Wasn't there a World War II film about a London boy being sent up north to live with Uncle Tom?
That's what it was called, Uncle Tom.
Yeah, Uncle Tom. And the whole film is about how much this guy hates this kid.
Yeah. Yeah. And then grows to...
But eventually becomes accepting of the kid.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, like, the kid's just like, hello, I miss my family. Go fuck yourself. Dig a shelter. Dig in the garden. Okay.
Oh, it's just so much better than being bombed.
Yeah. But, like, I swear, like, I guess... that's how the world was, and now people don't think it is. It's like, no, people hated kids in movies.
Well, well, like it's like in the
first
50s.
series of Star Trek, right? The Next Generation. Captain Picard's one of his character personality traits was
he hates
kids. So, like, there had to be a script meeting about, well, you know, we're doing this new show. What if he hated kids more? That really round off the character. No, we're going to make him hate kids because we're going to put kids on the ship.
I'm telling you, man.
He's going to hate
It used to be reasonable. Now everyone's weirded out if you don't like being around kids.
Yeah. This TV and film used to have more people hating children in it, and it was kind of like,
hating kids and hitting women. That's what the world used to be.
But, like, I guess the hitting women kind of filtered out a little bit, but the hating kids still remained.
Yeah.
And it wasn't... Oh, that was the thing, wasn't it? The kid used to get beaten with a belt by his father, and Uncle Tom was like, well, that's a bit too far.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate you, but I'm not going to ruin my own belt. You don't get as much of that nowadays, I don't think.
No.
Because that was like a Christmas film. It was like a during the day kind of film about just this guy who hates this kid.
I think you can. I think you can still get away with not being fond of kids in cinema and stuff, but you can't get away with hitting women, which is fair enough. Because like they're not kids forever. Eventually, they'll turn into something that you might like. But women are always just going to be women, and like you can't. They can't help it.
This problem is always going to exist. We don't want to suggest this solution.
No.
Kind of a deal.
Good Lord. Yeah, maybe cut it
To be
off.
fair, I've never really had the urge to hit anybody, really.
No,
I don't think. Even in a fight, I've never really wanted to hit anybody.
I've been in a few-ish like scuffles, but I've never hit first.
Yeah, well, even when I was like genuinely fighting somebody, I think when I was a kid, I was sparring and they were fighting, so it was like, oh,
yeah,
I should probably taken this a bit more seriously. But
yeah,
I don't know. It's that fear of, I guess it's just I don't know. I'm big as well. I think it's just more like I'd probably survive getting hit more than they would survive getting hit. So why don't I just get hit for a bit? But yeah, I've never really had the feeling of hitting anybody.
no,
But yeah, it's film, television, stuff, the Blitz, beatings and children, Uncle Tom, isn't it? Then you got like films like James the Giant Peach, where it's just, what if there's a fucking massive peach, mate? Right. Fine.
it's way better.
Films have changed.
Yeah,
Edward Scissorhands. What about it? He's got fucking scissors for hands. All right, what about it? He's got fucking scissors for hands, mate. All right, fine.
that's it. That's
Go
the
make
whole film.
Yeah, just go make the film and have fun.
A load of rip-offs, Bill soup hands, and
yeah. So 2021. See if it brings anything different. I want to be on fire. No, more fire.
Yeah,
For me, is my 2021.
yeah.
And
Music stuff. There'll be a vague
stuff.
health thing as well once the gyms kick back in. But
more broccoli.
Yeah,
Yeah, more broccoli and garlic.
yeah,
Probably.
yes.
Yeah. What about exfoliating? Exfoliate?
No.
Well, we'll end it there then.